Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today we're gonna try the Most Wanted Parfum by Azzaro. So, found a nice little sample from the Most Wanted Parfum, the new edition. Let's go with the presentation first. And here's what the little cardboard looked like. Nothing much to show. There's a picture of the bottle, which I believe is looking a lot like Wanted by Night, but I think it's better than the original, The Most Wanted. Inside it says, "A new rise in intensity for the man who wants to unleash his burning energy. A fury fougère, an oriental and spicy parfum with an incandescent trail. Red ginger, incandescent wood accord, and bourbon vanilla." Before we go with the smell, that it's a fougère, and again, I'm gonna go like on this before I go with the smell profile, but it reminded me a little bit of Ultramar by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I'm not quite sure if Ultramar is really a fougère, but normal I know it's a fougère. But just looking at the note breakdown, the scent profile, or anything, that I'm extremely surprised that they call it a fougère. It's like if I would show you my car and it would say that it's a nice bicycle. It's probably as weird that you would find it. It's not a fougère at all, that thing. But you know, if you want to call it a fougère, it's probably like stuff in super far in the background, hidden, that makes it a fougère. But anyway, call that false advertisement. Anyway, let's try the smell. It says that it's an oriental, and it's actually what it is. As I spray it in the air, I'm having something really sweet. I'm having a lot of coumarin, which I didn't realize it when I was wearing it. It's crazy how like what you spray on yourself occur different on your skin than just in the air and paper. So it's really sweet, almost like candy. Picking up notes of tonka bean, note of vanilla. I would say I'm picking up some fruity notes. There is the fruitiness that inside of Nautica Voyage inside of that fragrance. I don't know what aroma chemical there is in common, but there's definitely an aroma chemical in common. And I think this is what makes me say that there's a fruity note, some aroma chemical that occur like that to me. But really what it smells is some kind of sweet candy, and that's pretty much it. And I think it's the tonka bean with some other aroma chemical, or the, let's say, the coumarin with some other aroma chemical that give me that kind of fruity note. I'm picking up some ginger also. And that's about it. On my skin, what I'm picking up in the opening, there's a lot of vanilla and a little bit of ginger. And as it dries down, I'm picking up a lot of vanilla and some woody note. And the best way I would describe those notes would be like spicy woods. So it's really a spicy woody note. Pretty sure that they disclose 3 notes, and there's way more notes than what there is from just what I'm smelling. Just smelling the paper, I'm pretty sure there will be like bergamot inside of it, maybe like in a little dose, maybe some aroma chemical that fit in that category, but there's way more note than what's disclosed over there. And in the base, what I'm picking up is a lot of vanilla and still some woody note, but I would describe more those woody note as amber, or like an ambery accord. And in the dry down, it reminds me a lot of the dry down of Ultramel, which is where the comparison of both fragrance. It reminds me a lot of Ultramel to a point that I would be saying that it seems like if Zara would have made a clone of Ultramel, you know, those clones that don't smell at all like the actual fragrance, but somehow kind of smell like the fragrance and the note don't match, stuff like that. I would be amazed by this fragrance if it was made by Zara, but it's made by Azzaro, and it's bad as all the other fragrance. It seems every fragrance they make, they kind of ask themselves, how can we make it worse than before? That's what they do. It smells good. It smells completely boring and with a big lack of originality. It smells like a cheap version or cheap ripoff of Ultramel. A little bit like the original smelled like a cheap version or ripoff of Invictus Victory. It was sad for that brand. Though, it smells good. And it's the kind of fragrance, especially now that Ultramel is discontinued, it's kind of fragrance that people will just smell, think it smells good, probably don't know much about fragrance, and they'll get it. It seems like for me, as I was more and more going through becoming cheap version of Paco Rabanne. It's not nice, but that's how it is. Projection was pretty good. Around 6 feet all around me, people were able to pick it up, and longevity also was really good, 7 to 12 hours, pretty much the whole day. So actually, fragrance itself, the performance and all, it's good. So I think it's something that will attract a lot of people. Now for the complete note breakdown, there's only one note by layer. So the top note is ginger. Heart note is woody notes. And the base notes is vanilla. So where I would see this fragrance? Not a good business fragrance. I would say it's masculine and a bit dark. So if you only have clubbing fragrance, that's probably gonna be the best clubbing fragrance you're having to use as a business fragrance, but that doesn't fit in that category. But you know, spicy, woody, could make it work. Wouldn't be too hard, especially if you're young, you could make it work. As a dating fragrance, I think it will be really good. It smells nice, sweet. It projects like crazy. It's a great clubbing fragrance. You'll smell like every other guy over there, maybe a bit more dark and mysterious and not having the same smell exactly that the other guy, because it's a new fragrance and not everyone had the money to buy the new fragrance. Especially if they still have something like probably Sauvage in 1 million. So you'll smell a little bit different, not too much, but just enough to smell different the same way that every other guy smell different in the club. It's really a clubbing fragrance. This is really where I would see it in no other place. Project like crazy and sweet. In the winter summer spectrum, in summer I think it will be too crazy. It will be a little bit cloying. You probably, like someone that will wear this kind of fragrance, probably won't really notice it too much. If you're someone that is really having a big amount of fragrance, like you're having some stuff for summer, for some stuff for winter, would probably be too much for you in summer. In winter though, it will be probably good. I think it will cut through winter really easily, and definitely it will be more toward the winter side. It might not cut like crazy through the cold, but it should be doing a good job. And as an everyday scent, I don't think it will be good at all. It lasts the whole day, which is good, so you could pull it off, but it's not really that type of scent. I think if you're a guy that's a bit younger, it's more forgivable. This kind of scent, that's the kind of fragrance like guys in their early 20s will be wearing anyway, so you wouldn't be out of place. But if like you work in an office or something like that, it may be a little bit too much. This fragrance, personally, I think it's really boring. It's really ordinary. There's nothing like new into that. And pretty much the whole Wanted line, maybe not the Most Wanted, though I don't like the Most Wanted, but the whole Wanted line seemed to be really bad, really ordinary, and trying to rip off in not an as good way other fragrances. Though the Most Wanted, I think it might not be done willingly. I think it will attract younger guy, people that just want something nice, sweet, that revolve around vanilla, that will get compliment, though will have no personality. If you're someone that loved Ultramel, I would say it's not a good replacement. It's like a Zara clone of Ultramel, though it's made by Azzaro, so it have good performance, but the smell profile is the quality of Zara. I enjoy Zara. I think it's good, but Zara is still their $25 fragrance, and this is not a $25 fragrance. So you're paying $25 for the scent profile, and maybe, I don't know the price, but $75 for it to project like crazy. But still, if you want something nice, sweet, get compliment, you can go in the clubs with it, and that you'll smell unique for a good 6 months. It's gonna be a good scent. If you want something nice and really unique, well made, if you like the art of fragrance, you probably won't like it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share. If you try this fragrance and have a different opinion on it, tell me what you think about it in the comments. So, thanks for watching, and see you soon.